Think you've seen it all? Think again. Our planet is home to creatures so bizarre, so extreme, they seem to have leapt straight out of a science fiction movie. These are the animals that defy all logic, the ones that make you question the very rules of nature. They shouldn't exist, but they do. Today we're diving deep into the world of the unbelievable to meet the masters of evolutionary weirdness. From the crushing depths of the ocean to the darkest jungle canopies, get ready to have your mind blown. Let's start this journey into the impossible. First up, lurking in the abyss where sunlight fears to tread, is a true leviathan of the deep, the giant squid. For centuries, tales of the kraken haunted sailors, describing a monster capable of pulling entire ships to a watery grave. While that might be an exaggeration, the reality is no less terrifying. Imagine a creature the size of a school bus with eyes as big as dinner plates, the largest in the entire animal kingdom. These colossal eyes are designed to capture the faintest glimmers of bioluminescent light in the pitch-black deep sea. Its 8 arms and 2 longer feeding tentacles are lined with powerful suction cups, some armed with sharp chitinous teeth, perfect for grasping and holding onto prey like large fish and even other squid. We've only begun to scratch the surface of understanding these elusive giants. Every rare glimpse we get on camera is a global event, reminding us that true monsters, magnificent and mysterious, really do exist in the uncharted depths of our own planet. It's a creature of myth made real, a testament to the sheer scale and power that life can achieve. From the immense and terrifying, let's journey to the small and utterly surreal. In the misty rainforests of Central and South America lives a creature that wears its heart on its sleeve. Literally. Meet the glass frog. This small, delicate amphibian has a truly mind-boggling adaptation. Its skin is transparent. Looking at its underside is like getting a live anatomy lesson. You can see its beating heart, its coiling intestines, and even the food it's digesting. During the day, they cleverly camouflage themselves by adhering to the undersides of green leaves, their see-through bodies making them nearly invisible to predators from below. At night, they become active, their little hearts pumping visibly as they hunt for insects. Scientists believe this transparency is a unique form of camouflage called edge diffusion, which makes the frog's outline blurry and harder for predators to spot. It's an evolutionary strategy so bizarre, it's hard to believe it's real. This little frog is a living, breathing window into the inner workings of life. A fragile marvel that proves nature's creativity knows no bounds. Now, let's shrink down even further. But don't let the size fool you. In the world of tiny terrors, one creature stands out as a true heavyweight champion, the mantis shrimp. This is not your average shrimp. This is a technicolor titan armed with one of the most powerful weapons in the animal kingdom. Its 2 front appendages, called dactyl clubs, can accelerate from a standstill to over 50 miles per hour, with the same acceleration as a .22 caliber bullet. The strike is so fast it literally boils the water around it, creating a shockwave bubble that can stun or kill prey, even if the initial strike misses. They use this incredible power to smash open the shells of crabs, snails, and clams. Some species of mantis shrimp are smashers, while others are spearers, using sharp, barbed appendages to impale softer prey like fish. But their power isn't their only superpower. Mantis shrimp have arguably the most complex eyes on Earth. While humans have 3 types of color-receptive cones, these little crustaceans have up to 16. They can see polarized light and even perceive colors in the ultraviolet spectrum, a visual reality we can't even begin to imagine. A tiny, rainbow-colored, super-powered predator with hyper-advanced vision. It sounds like a comic book character, but it's just another day in the ocean. From the well-known wonders, let's slither into the obscure. Have you ever heard of the snub-nosed snake? Probably not, and that's what makes it so fascinating. Officially known as the eastern hog-nosed snake, this reptile has a feature that sets it apart, an upturned, pig-like snout. This isn't just a quirky fashion statement, it's a specialized tool. This reinforced nose is a perfect shovel, allowing the snake to dig effortlessly through loose, sandy soil in search of its favorite meal, toads. But its nose isn't its only party trick. When threatened, this snake puts on an Oscar-worthy performance. First, it will hiss loudly and flatten its neck like a cobra to appear bigger and more intimidating. If that doesn't work, it escalates to a full-on theatrical death scene. It will writhe around, release a foul-smelling musk, and then flip onto its back, mouth agape, and play dead. It's so committed to the act that if you flip it back over, it will immediately roll back onto its back to continue its performance. This combination of a specialized digging tool and dramatic defense mechanisms makes the snub-nosed snake a truly unique and underappreciated marvel of the reptile world. Speaking of extreme defense, let's talk about a fish that is both cute and catastrophically dangerous, the pufferfish. Known in Japan as fugu, this fish is famous for its incredible ability to inflate into a spiky, inedible ball when threatened. By rapidly gulping water into its highly elastic stomach, it can increase its size by several times, making it almost impossible for a predator to swallow. But the spikes and the shape-shifting are just the opening act. The real danger lies within. Pufferfish contain a substance called tetrodotoxin, a neurotoxin that is up to 1/200 times more potent than cyanide. A single pufferfish has enough toxin to take down 30 adult humans, and there is no known antidote. The toxin is concentrated in its liver, ovaries, and skin. Despite this, pufferfish is considered a delicacy in Japan, prepared only by highly trained and licensed chefs who know how to remove the toxic parts with surgical precision. It's a perfect example of nature's arms race, a creature that has evolved a defense so extreme, so absolute, that it has become one of the most formidable animals in the sea. It's a living, floating warning sign that says, "Do not touch." Now let's venture into the forests of Madagascar for a creature that looks like it was assembled from the leftover parts of other animals. Meet the aye-aye. This rare nocturnal lemur is one of the strangest looking mammals on the planet. With big bat-like ears, bushy squirrel-like tail, and piercing hypnotic eyes, it already stands out. But its most bizarre feature is its hands, specifically its middle finger. It's incredibly long, thin, and skeletal, almost like a twig. The aye-aye uses this specialized finger for something called percussive foraging. It taps rapidly on tree trunks and branches, using its huge ears to listen for the echo, pinpointing insect larvae moving around in tunnels beneath the bark. Once it locates a grub, it gnaws a hole in the wood with its rodent-like, ever-growing incisors, and then uses that creepy, flexible middle finger to probe into the hole and fish out its meal. Its appearance is so otherworldly that in local folklore it's often considered a harbinger of bad luck, a superstition that has sadly contributed to its endangered status. The aye-aye is a perfect, albeit spooky, example of how evolution can shape a creature to fill a very specific niche, no matter how strange the final result looks. Let's dive back into the deep ocean, but this time we're looking for something more adorable than alarming. Floating gracefully through the abyssal plains is the Dumbo octopus. Named after the famous Disney elephant, this octopus gets its name from the two large, ear-like fins protruding from the sides of its head. Unlike other octopuses that primarily use jet propulsion, the Dumbo octopus flaps these fins to gently float and steer through the water, looking like a little ghost gliding through the darkness. They live at extreme depths, sometimes over 20,000 feet below the surface, where the pressure is immense and the temperatures are near freezing. They are small, usually under a foot long, and they swallow their prey like crustaceans and worms, whole. Their gelatinous bodies are built to withstand the crushing pressure of the deep sea. They are a rare and enchanting sight, a reminder that even in the most hostile environments on Earth, life can be gentle, whimsical, and utterly charming. The Dumbo octopus proves that even in the deepest, darkest corners of our world, you can find things that are both incredibly strange and unbelievably cute. We've seen giants and masters of disguise, but some of the most unbelievable creatures are nearly invisible to the naked eye. Let's enter the microscopic world to meet the undisputed champion of survival, the tardigrade. Also known as a water bear or moss piglet, this tiny, 8-legged invertebrate is arguably the toughest animal on Earth. Tardigrades can survive conditions that would be instantly fatal to almost any other life form. They can withstand near absolute zero temperatures, heat well above the boiling point of water, and doses of radiation hundreds of times higher than the lethal dose for humans. But their most famous trick is their ability to survive the vacuum of outer space. How do they do it? They enter a state of suspended animation called cryptobiosis, dehydrating themselves, retracting their limbs, and reducing their metabolism to almost nothing. In this state, they can persist for years, even decades, waiting for conditions to become favorable again. Under a microscope, they look like chubby, clumsy bears waddling around on their stubby legs. They are a true biological paradox, adorable, microscopic, and virtually indestructible. So there you have it. From giant squids of myth to indestructible water bears, our planet is teeming with life forms that challenge our understanding of what's possible. These creatures are not mistakes or freaks of nature. They are masterpieces of evolution, each one perfectly adapted to its unique corner of the world. They remind us that nature's imagination is wilder, stranger, and far more fascinating than we could ever dream up. The world is full of wonders, many of which we haven't even discovered yet. So which of these animals completely blew your mind? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into the bizarre, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.